Hey bros, how's it going? It's David. As some of you might know, I have started my own real estate investment company um, to kind of help me reach my financial goals faster and financial freedom faster, so I could actually pursue the type of career um, that I find myself best suited for, that I think would bring me a lot of happiness. Not that my current career gives me happiness now. It's just I just want to build a business for myself and work for myself, both through real estate and my own personal endeavors. But enough about that. What I want to share with you today is first and foremost education on how you can act today or in the next couple of years to start growing your wealth, like what I'm doing today, and how it's extremely possible and you don't need a lot of capital. Second is through this education, I hope you'd want to learn more and have these one off sessions with me where I educate you more, pique your interest, and see if you guys would like to take an opportunity to partner with me and help us reach our financial goals and dreams and personal goals a lot faster and kind of live a life like we're retired, but we're still young. Um, so today the investment strategy is going to be called house hacking through an FHA loan. And it's called house hacking because you own a house, but you're having other people pay down your mortgage and your interest. And a lot of you are kind of probably like, well, how is that really possible? And how can I do that with not a lot of capital? Well, in order to house hack, a very popular strategy that people have been taking advantage of for years and years and years, ever since maybe the 70s, I believe, is when it was actually created, is called an FHA loan. And what an FHA loan is, a government-backed loan. So the government will back a loan for maybe you get your loan from Wells Fargo, and that will let you. Damn, I'm making a video for Expo about education.
I'm sorry,
But
I didn't
yeah,
know.
sorry, I didn't tell you. But all right, guys. So, anyways, back to it. An FHA loan will. Now I'm nervous. This is so hard. An FHA loan is a loan that lets you, as I said, it's backed by the government. So this enables the bank to let you put down a tremendously lower amount of a down payment than you normally would through a conventional loan. So typically, your parents, when they buy a home, they put down 20%. Average home in San Diego, $400,000. That's $80,000. A lot of us don't have $80,000. Um, but the beautiful thing about an FHA loan is that you can only put 3.5% down. So a $400,000 house would be 4 times 3, 12 plus 2 will be $14,000. A lot of us could save $14,000 in 1 year, and even a lot of us could put our money together to live in one of these unit or one of these properties that was bought through an FHA loan to utilize that home and rent it out. And that brings me to my next point: is you don't just want to buy a single family resident house, which is probably what most of your parents live in and what you lived in growing up. You want to buy a multi-family unit property, for example, a duplex. Now this loan kind of limits that to 4 units. So you could buy a single family home, you could buy a duplex, you could buy a triplex, you could buy a fourplex. For this strategy, you want to shoot for 2 to 4 units, right? And of course, as you get more units, it gets a little more expensive, and we know how expensive homes are in San Diego. So really, what's feasible for us, if we were to partner and do this, is probably a duplex. And now I'm going to take you through a really, it's not the optimal case study, but this is an actual property that's on the market right now. And it's listed for $450,000. It's a duplex. And just a disclaimer, this isn't the best deal. I'm just trying to prove a concept, not so take the numbers with a grain of salt, I guess you should say. So, like I said, $450,000 at 3.5% is $15,000, and $15,750. Oh man, that's so hard to see. All right, well, 16K in, and that's 3.5% down. You and me could put like 8 grand each, and we own this duplex, right? Um, Now the mortgage is the other thing about an FHA loan is typically it's for first-time home buyers, or it's for people who went through foreclosure and their credit score got all fucked up, and now they can't get a home. But this, since it's backed by the government, there's less risk for the bank to loan to these people again. So typically, you also get a lower interest rate. And through an interest calculator I used online, I calculated the principal, mortgage, and interest is $2,200. So the reason why you want a duplex, triplex, or fourplex is you're going to live in one, and you're also going to rent out the other to knock this bad boy out. Right? And in San Diego, it's a lot harder than other markets in the country, in the United States. But for our sake, we're in San Diego, so we got to play with the cards we were dealt, right? And here on the side I pulled this property up, they said the estimated rent for this unit is $1,500, right? And then this unit is going to be $1,300. So let's say me and Josh Perez, whatever, we live in this unit, and we rent out this unit to bros, or we rent this unit out to other people for $1,500, right? That $1,500 knocks this out to $700. Now me and Josh are splitting a home for $700 a month, right? Pretty cool. We're both paying $350. We're both getting landlord experience. It's just a really good deal because now you're not just paying rent, you're actually putting money into an asset, and you're also having people put their money into your asset. And with a lot of assets today, you can't do that. You can't say, hey, let me borrow $100,000 to buy Apple stock, and then I'll pay you back once I make my gains. You can't do that. But with real estate, that's a beautiful thing. You can do that. So now the loan only lets you, requires that you live there as a primary residence for 1 year. So you have to deal with it. You go in there for 1 year. All right, let's say we do our year, our time's up, and now we go buy another one. And now this unit and this unit are being rented out. And we have $2,800 coming to us cash flowing. Out of the $2,200, now we're net positive $600 a month. Me and Josh are getting paid $600 a month for pretty much making an investment that a lot of us didn't know was possible. And what we do with this money and with the money we've saved because our rent was so low is we go buy Josh's FHA. We go buy Josh's house, and we do it again. We live in a duplex, triplex, put 3.5% down, put another $20,000 into the house, and now we're doing it again. But now the people we buy another duplex. The people are renting out one house. Me and Josh are living in another, and we're probably living rent-free because this $600 is getting poured into this property, right? And so, yeah, we're living for free. We're saving more money. Another bro wants in. We do it again. We get an FHA loan on their name, and it just your wealth will snowball and snowball and snowball. And that's not just the only thing, right? Now you have $2,800 or $2,200 a month going into my property, or X amount of dollars going into Josh's property, other people's money, paying your loan down, building your equity in that property. After that, let's say 5 years down the road, you have a family, you have kids, you're getting married or whatever. Things happen. Now you have a bunch of equity in this home, and you can cash out, refinance. And what a cash out refinance is you go to the bank and you're like, hey, I want to refinance. I want to see if I'm able to do that. Of course, sometimes you can get denied. It always depends on circumstances. But best case scenario, you get approved. You basically borrow one loan to pay off your current loan, but they pay for whatever your house appraises. So we bought this for $450,000, right? Sorry, it's like getting crazy in here. $450,000, and if, let's just say, let me get my numbers right. Let's just say $1,500 of your mortgage was actually going into your equity of the house, and the net of that is $700. So you were paying $700 in interest, and $1,500 was actually going down into your mortgage. $1,500 times 12 is X amount of dollars, and then let's say in 5 years that turns out to be $90,000. So in 5 years, people have paid $90,000 of your home, and you originally put $15,750 into your home. So now you have this nest egg of Jesus. You have this nest egg of like 105 X amount of dollars, right? 105, 750,000, but you have 100K in 5 years, and 90,000 of it was people paying you, right? Isn't that kind of amazing? And when you cash out refinance, yes, you have another loan, but those tenants are still paying down that new loan. You now have $105,000 to go take 10,000 of it, take your fiance on a vacation in Hawaii and sip on Mai Tais, and then you have $90,000 to put a conventional 20% down payment into another house. Or you could do another FHA loan. Or you could buy $90,000 of Apple stock. And that's how, like, not poor, but that's an opportunity for us to get wealthy without having a lot of wealth. And that's the concept of a house hack. So if you guys like this content, if you like what you're learning, if you want to learn more, just hit me up. Hit the subscribe button. Just kidding, I don't have a subscribe button, but yeah, just proof of concept. This is actually, like I said, this is actually a property on San Diego. You put 3.5% in. Listen, guys, you put $15,000 in, and you pulled $100,000 out. Like, your returns are phenomenal. Calculate 105,000 divided by 15,000. You made 700% in 5 years. You made because you put 15,000 in. You didn't put this $90,000 in. You put 15,000 in, and you got $100,000 out. And then don't spend all that and like bottle service for like 2 months in a row at Vegas. You go buy yourself another fucking property, and you do that shit again. You just buy it right. You continuously educate yourself. You go with the market trends, and who knows where we could be in 5, 7, 10 years down the road.